Whoever came up with the idea of let's drink some custard is a genius. You guys, that's what eggnog is, right? It's just basically a custard that's made with some nutmeg and of course a lot of alcohol. In this recipe, I'm going to be showing you guys 3 different ways to make eggnog. Let's begin. Welcome to the Bear Pantry Show. If you want to learn how to cook in simple steps and have your dishes come out great the first time, then you're in the right place. Learn to make restaurant-style meals, comfort foods, and authentic Belizean dishes from basic ingredients. I have quite a few videos here at the site already showing you guys how we make the raw eggnog as a Belizean. And it uses basic ingredients like condensed milk, evaporated milk, the nutmeg, the liquor of course. And it's pretty easy to make. We just mix up the milks together. I'm just giving you guys a run through, all right? And we beat the eggs for a long time with the electric hand mixer until the eggs become foamy like this, pale and foamy like this. And then we just mix the milks back into the eggs. Of course, add a whole lot of liquor and then the nutmeg, chill it and serve, okay? This is the normal eggnog that you've seen me do here at the site. Now today I want to do one that's cooked, so we're going to try this one first. Eggs, sugar, regular milk, heavy cream, the nutmeg, and I've separated the eggs, so egg whites, and in the bin in the back you can see some more sugar that we're going to use. Okay, so let's start off on the stove. This is the milk and then the heavy cream. I'm going to put the list of ingredients below for you guys, okay? And put the fire on medium. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and take care of the yolks and the sugar, the larger amount of sugar, okay, not the smaller amount. So let me grab that, and I'm just going to go ahead and whisk, just with the regular manual whisk, okay? We want these to become pale and well incorporated. Meanwhile, the milk is cooking on the stove, but it's not really cooking, it's just kind of heating up. And this is a little trick so that your bowl won't go sliding off of the counter, okay? I'm trying to do all this while running the camera with my other hand. So this is coming nicely. Now let me touch it to see if it's hot enough. So we don't want this to get scalded. Just have enough heat that we could go ahead and add it to the eggs, or to the egg yolks. So let me use this cup. And the cup is clean on the inside and on the outside, okay? And what I'm going to do is just kind of drizzle it in here a little bit at a time onto the eggs so that we don't cook the eggs. This is called tempering the eggs. So take your time with it. Let me put a little bit more. Just being patient to make sure that the egg doesn't cook, all right? And all you really have to do is pour enough of the milk onto the eggs and bring the eggs up to temperature, and then you can pour everything back into the pot. But I actually poured all the milk into the bowl and I'm just whisking. Now let me go ahead and return this to the pot. And it's very thin, but we're going to cook it so that we can reduce it a little bit. So now I have my thermometer here and it has to come up to 160, so I'm just testing. I wish that I had used a taller pot because then it wouldn't be sliding like this, but you know what? It's okay. I'm going to grab somebody to run camera for me. So I have the camera in a different position and I'm just whisking and just patiently waiting for it to come to 160. So now I'm going to go ahead and pour it into this bowl, and I want to go ahead and put it in an ice bath, but the bowl that I have the eggnog in and the silver bowl is almost the same size, so I'm just going to put some cold water between both bowls. Now for the egg whites. So we're going to use the egg whites. A lot of recipes that I saw online did not use the egg whites at all, but I like the ones that use the egg whites. So I'm using the egg whites and I'm just adding that little bit of sugar that I reserved. Once the egg whites become frothy, that's when you start adding the sugar, okay? And we're going to beat this on high for about 5 minutes. We don't want stiff peaks. We don't even want soft peaks. We just want it to look like shaving cream like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold this. Well, let me go ahead and put the nutmeg first. Give this a whisk. And then I'm going to fold the whites into the mixture, okay? Well, at first I thought I was going to fold, but actually I'm going to whisk. So let me go ahead and whisk this in. It's looking pretty good. It's not as thin as I thought that it would be. Let me go ahead and put the rest. I'm taking my time with the egg whites because I don't really want to deflate too much of it, and I really thought I could fold it in, but the whisk is working out better. So what I'm going to do with this is put this on the fridge in the same bowl to just let it go ahead and chill for a while I try a different recipe. I'm straining it because if any of the eggs got cooked, we're going to catch it here, okay? But we didn't have that issue, so we're good. So let's set this aside. Don't worry, we're going to come back to the nutmeg and the liquor for this one, but let's do another one, okay? So for this one, we're going to use evaporated milk, 1 tin, in 1 tin of sweetened condensed milk. See, the evaporated milk is 12 ounces. I'm going to use the whole tin, but for speed's sake, just let me go ahead and pour the condensed milk in. And then give this a stir. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the stove. So essentially what I'm doing is the Belizean version, you know, the earlier one that I showed you in the video, but instead of keeping it raw, I'm going to cook it. So put this on medium so this can heat up a little bit and have the condensed milk dissolve. I'm not going to put any sugar because condensed milk has a lot of sugar, and so does evaporated milk, so we're not going to put any sugar. I separated the egg yolks like I did for the cooked version of the recipe, and I'm just going to go ahead and whisk this until it becomes pale. Now let me go ahead and check on my milk that's cooking on the stove. Yeah, the condensed milk has dissolved. Let me go ahead and touch it to see how hot it is. Yeah, that's good enough. So just heat up the milk, alright? I'm going to do the same thing I did earlier, bail out a little bit of this warm milk and add it to the egg yolks a little bit at a time to temper the eggs. Okay. A little bit at a time. And I don't know what my neighbors are building, but do you hear that banging? So just be patient. You don't want to cook these egg yolks. I can already see that this is way thicker than the other one that we did, even though the other one has heavy cream. So now I'm going to stop and pour this back into the pot, and then return the pot to the stove on low to medium heat. Come along with me, guys. And see, it's medium first, but I'm going to switch it to low in a little while. And I'm just going to allow this to come up to temperature to 160 again. I'm testing. Okay, let's take a look. It's kind of hard for the camera to see it. Oh, it's getting close, guys. It's feeling thick, like it wants to turn into a fudge, like a Belizean fudge. So I'm yelling for Joshua to come. I turn the temperature down. Come on, Joshua, quickly grab the camera. Help me, help me. I wish you guys could see behind the scenes. So it's done. Get it off the burner. Okay, let me go ahead and pour it into the glass bowl. Let me go ahead and set it in the cool bath. It should really be an ice bath, but the ice can't fit in the silver bowl and have the glass bowl sit naturally. It tends to keel to one side, so I'm not taking a chance. The cold water is fine enough. Now we're going to take care of the egg whites, and we're going to do it just like we did earlier. Use the hand mixer on high and just beat these. The eggs are room temperature though, okay? When it becomes frothy, start adding the sugar a little bit at a time. Look at Josh behind me, waiting to run camera again. Add some more sugar. Pretty soon it'll look like shaving cream, and then you know it's done. And then just go ahead and add it back into the mix. Oh, this looks good. Work this in. So now this way, if you want to give this to the kids, you don't have to put any alcohol in this because the eggs were cooked, all right? Let me give this a good whisk. I'm really liking this. It feels really thick. Feels a lot thicker than the other one, but you know what? I'm not going to decide, you know, which one's better until I taste. I'm not going to judge, okay? Take a look at the difference, guys. This looks so rich and creamy. This looks the same. I just separated them, okay? There's These two are the same, what I want to say, batter. This is the one that was in the fridge. This is the one with heavy cream and milk, okay? Now to this, I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of rum. Okay, now I'm going to bottle this. I don't have to strain it again. And we're going to chill this like overnight before we taste tomorrow. But I'm going to take care of these two too, all right? Just give me a second. In this one,
I'll put some rum in.
we're going to put the same 1/4 cup of rum in this one. And we need some nutmeg for this one too, okay? Shout out to my friend Julie that sent me these pretty little spoons for the Christmas. She heard me say that I like little things like this. Give it a stir. I'm already saying this is the better one because it's made with condensed milk, okay? So this little bit has the same amount of rum as this one. Let's have Joe taste.
I don't taste no rum. You taste rum?
Okay. You sure this is rum or is this water? Okay, we're going to put another 1/4 cup. Then people up in here are alcoholics.
I'll taste it.
Taste a little bit of that nutmeg. The nutmeg, I have issues with nutmeg, like if I drank this.
Yes, rum.
Ooh. Okay? Okay. Here, Daddy. Ooh, that's good though.
Good? Okay. I only do that taste and the taste because...
Okay, so set this aside. This is like the real nutmeg with the rum, the nutmeg and everything. Well, the real nutmeg, the real eggnog. Oh, I'm spilling. I'll get that. No, this is the one that I'll drink. It'll have the alcohol.
Say what?
But only that little bit. And no nutmeg. Because the nutmeg, if I drink this thing with nutmeg, I'll have trouble. Because I'm allergic. More rum in this one. What kind of rum I left for the cake? Okay. We're good. See you guys tomorrow when it's all chilled in the bottle, okay? Before I put all the bottles in the fridge, I want to show you guys that this one was already turning into a custard because it got up above 160. Because Joshua was slow with coming with the camera, so I almost had a custard. So this one is the one that's made with the milk and the heavy cream and the sugar. And it has alcohol and nutmeg in it. This one is made with sweetened condensed milk, evaporated milk. It has the liquor and it has nutmeg. And see how it hugs the thing? It's so thick and creamy. This one has everything except the nutmeg, okay? And it's made with the sweetened condensed milk and the evaporated milk. I'm gonna put all three of this on the fridge to chill overnight, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. All right, guys, note to self. This got super thick. This is the one with the condensed milk and the evaporated milk. Now, when we do the Belize version, we don't cook anything. So we have to beat the whole eggs until they're fluffy. Then you add the milks and, you know, liquor and stuff. And it's really, really good, all right? Nobody has ever gotten sick off of that when we make it. This one, I wanted to try a different one and try it cooked because I know kids want to drink this. And I wouldn't let the kids drink it if you do it raw and not put the liquor in it, okay? So this one has no nutmeg because you know I have issue with the nutmeg. This is Joe's condensed milk one. Real thick. You don't want a lot of this. Now this one, we don't know if we would like this, but you know what? I like the thinness of it. I don't hate that off bat. So let's taste this one first. The thick one, the condensed milk one. It tastes like I'm drinking between a custard and a fudge, you know, like the Belizean type fudge, and then the liquor kicks you. Me likey. Let's taste this one. Not bad at all. Not as thick. just enough sweetness in there. Definitely needs more alcohol. I think this is the one we put less alcohol in, right? Because we're running out of rum. And we put less alcohol in this one because we didn't think we were going to like this thin one. But it's really good. Let's taste again. Yeah, I don't want to take too much of that nutmeg because I have issues with nutmeg. But you know what? If I were to pick, it would be a very hard job for me to pick. So this is what you do. If you like it, take a look here, Josh show it. If you like your drink to be a little bit thinner, you're gonna love this one. If you like it a little bit thicker and sweeter, then you're gonna love this one. So you choose. Remember, don't overcook this one because remember it was trying to turn into a custard for me. All right, so they're both good. Jada wanted me to give one away to Enrique's family. I don't think I'm gonna be doing that because this one good too, all right? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. And of course, stay home because you know we're still on the lockdown because you know who's still in town. You guys stay safe and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Remember, guys, we are not buying this book. Because if you do, the only people that are making money from that book are my ex-distributor and Amazon. Pick up this book instead. This is my Belizean Cookbook. It has 120 authentic Belizean dishes that I've done on the show already, but now you can have it in print so you can follow along and your dishes will come out perfect each time. Hot off the presses, this is my second cookbook, guys. It's called The Pantry Laid Bare, and I named it that because I laid everything on the line when I picked the recipes for this book, all right? 111 delicious dishes from basic ingredients. To purchase, just check below on any of my videos and you'll see the different methods of payment and also the shipping. Thanks, guys.
Won't you come and try this warm delight? This is the Bear Pantry Show.